So when I was a kid, I was always told that when I needed to pray, that I needed to close my eyes and bow my head. But I heard recently from these two professors at Fuller Theological Seminary, Maria Fee and May Keatonen, they said that sometimes we need to pray with our eyes wide open. And then they said artists actually help us do this. Artists help us pray with our eyes wide open. Because when we see art and when we see artists' work, that they're showing us kingdom values. So artists help us pray with our eyes wide open. Now there's a story in the Bible about this man who was born blind and Jesus heals the man. But what's interesting about this story is that throughout the entire story, the man who has been born blind seems to see Jesus clearer and clearer and clearer as the story goes on. He seems to see the values of Jesus clearer and clearer and clearer as the story goes on. But the religious teachers who are watching Jesus, it's quite the opposite. Throughout the story, they seem to get more blind and more blind and more blind to who Jesus is and the values of Jesus. But this man who was born blind, who is now beginning to see these values, goes and tells the whole town about who Jesus is. And through his life, he's helping people pray with their eyes wide open. The man becomes an artist in his own life. Now, the creator of Pixar, Ed Catmull, he actually said that there's a story that he always remembers where a study was done where first and second graders did about the same quality of art as the fifth graders. And the reason why I said it was so important was he said between first and second grade and fifth grade, a lot of us lose our sensibility to think about ourselves as artists. And we get told that our art isn't good enough, or we get beaten down with how certain things that we created aren't as good as someone else. And so the quality between first and second graders who are uninhibited and fifth graders, their creativities are about the same. So do you think about yourself as an artist? How are you helping people pray with their eyes wide open? You know, the musician Philip Glass, he actually said the hardest thing about life isn't finding your voice, it's actually losing it. Because too often we look at ourselves not as artists. But as May and Maria have shown us, that praying with your eyes wide open is helping others see those kingdom values in their lives. Maybe you are an artist. Maybe your life is art. So continue to be someone who helps others pray with their eyes wide open. Amen.